Da-dum. Bro, have you ever heard the tale of Darth Mamiya the Wise? I thought not, dude. It's not a story the Jedi would tell you. Darth Mamiya was a Sith so powerful that he couldn't even remember the rest of the copy pasta. I mean, who even remembers quotes from the prequels anyway, my man? Anyway, it was something like he got betrayed by his own disciple in his sleep. Kind of ironic considering that the kind of reverse thing happened in the sequels with J.J. Abrams when Luke Skywalker totally tried to kill Kylo. Have fun with that? I'm gonna have fun with this. It's gonna be very fun. I've kind of done myself in. I was going to, I should do this anyway. I think I am going to do this. I think it'll be fun. It'll be good for the ASMR. And so I will go do this real quick. There will be no context for this. Oh, you really can't hear this at all, can you? Yeah, you can't hear this at all. Never mind. Yeah, there's really no sound. Can you pick up from that? Oh well. I can try doing this now. I just got up to go brush my hair or comb my hair. It was in the way. Anyway. Whoa, it's Mamiya, bro. It's time to continue Minato's story, man. Last time we left off, he had just gotten home, and we found out that he's a latchkey kid because both of his parents are like corporate slaves who never get home. He even made some, I think they were gyoza. And then he was like, I'm gonna have to eat them all by myself. And then Mamiya was like, don't worry, bruh. I can eat all the gyoza with you. And then he held the gyoza up to his mask and it disappeared. And that's where we left off. As I said yesterday, we are gonna continue with Minato being the surfer dude, and I said yesterday I'd settled on just making Morichika's voice just be like this, and just, you know, it's not really a voice at all, it's just pretty much me talking, but it'll work. I'm gonna recenter my camera. Come on, camera. That doesn't look recentered at all. Is that better? A little bit better. Anyway, let's continue. Once again, let me know if it's too loud. I did change the volume because I turned down Nikkei yesterday. But I'm not quite sure. Is it too loud? Let me listen to the stream. No, that doesn't sound too good. That sounds pretty good. It looks really loud in OBS, but it sounds good in the stream. But we left off here. Your face is too loud. Wait. I don't have anything. See, this is the thing. I've never gotten... I don't think I have any set up, do I? No, I never had any... I got rid of all my presets. Well, I didn't get rid of my presets. My presets all got reset because different computer, and I just never have taken the time to fix them or like recreate them. But I still have all my funny stuff. Like, where is it? Where's my funny thing? I gotta become like a big pro streamer, right? And what better way, where is it? What better way to do that than becoming... Remember when this was a thing? Remember when this was a thing? Back when people were like tub streamers? Remember when that was a thing? Yeah, I do. It even has like physics and everything. That's the greatest part about it. Oh, screen tearing. That's a fun asset. It is a pretty fun asset. You know what else is a pretty fun asset? You know what else is a pretty fun asset? The best part is I can even pin it to my model, so when I move around, they move too. Your mom, boom, roasted. There's no mouth, though. It's just attached to my movement. Come on. There we go. Hello? Boom. Headshot. There are a bunch of glasses in here. These are just like the free ones. You know, whoever wanted to have some glasses that did this weird kind of tilt thing, right? Doesn't look weird at all. Doesn't look weird at all. Also, it pins onto my hair, which is really annoying. Anyway, Surfer Man. Don't you think so too, Minato? Yeah. It sounds great in theory, but I wonder how realistic it is, or even how good it feels. What's happening here? Oh, we have no idea. I have no idea. It's just a conversation. It doesn't matter how it feels. It's all how it looks. Just imagine yourself getting squeezed between a big old pair of jugs. This side alone should satisfy any guy. Sorry, I gotta take this call. It's from my part-time job. Right. I'm so tired. What's wrong, Minato? I thought you were going to take a call. I just wanted to get out of there. What for? I thought you were the social kind. I mean, I'm pretty good at getting into the flow of most conversations, but that's one subject I just can't handle, man. Mamiya, standing confidently atop the roof fence, started swinging like a spring when I leaned against it. Like, stuff about condoms or different sex positions. I don't like talking about things like that. It feels vulgar. I wonder if I'm just weird. Do most high schoolers enjoy talking about that kind of stuff? I don't get it. Are you not interested in sex, Minato? Well, I am. I mean, I do like girls. I've even dated some. But I don't like talking about it. Dojo, you free? Not right now. Alright then, let's go. Come on, I don't have time to waste on you. Look, Minato's being pulled away by that older guy. We should record it. What's wrong with you anyway? Do you have too much free time on your hands? Not really. I'm just busy gearing up for battle, actually. Should I spell it out in a way even a kid like you can understand? No thanks. Just let me off this thing. We're already there, though. Huh? Wait, is that horse racing? Let's go get our tickets. Horse racing? Like in... What was that movie? The Will Smith fish. Gamba. Yeah. Speaking of, let's celebrate. Oh, actually, yeah, let's celebrate this. Let's commemorate this day with a... No! My 1,304,700 drop frames! Shark Tale. Shark Tale! Will Smith fish! Yeah. He bets 500 clams on the seahorse race. I think it's 50%. Please. Come on, Stream Elements. Work. Is it on cooldown? It might just be on cooldown. Either that, or they're all gonna go through, like, in like 5 minutes, all three of those are gonna go through at the same time. It's one or the other. Come on, Stream Elements. Let me lose my points, dang it. Is this how... Okay. Try it again. Try it again. Stream Elements, hello? Wait. Set points. And then, what happens if I do... Could be permissions? It could be. Let me check that. They shouldn't be. Nothing should have changed. It should be available for... No. No. I do not want to start my own clothing line. Thank you very much. Chatbot. Chat commands. Let's just enjoy this wild jazz soundtrack? Exactly. Let's see. Where would that be? Roulette, redeem, slots. Giveaway, give points. Wait, what? These are alphabetical. Oh, you have to do... Oh no! You probably couldn't hear that at all. You probably couldn't hear that at all. Which one is that? That was this one. Oh, it worked! Oh, no, I can never do it again. No. Rest in peace. I need to make this louder. I just need to, like, amp up the volume for this. I need to just, like, slap it into, like, DaVinci or something and just crank up the volume. It's so quiet. Compared to, like, all the other ones. Where's the other uwu? There it is. I don't even know what half of these are, because they've got, like, just names. They've got unintelligible names. Half of these things have unintelligible names, and I have no idea what it is. Like, what even is this? It's called Cortado VX46UJV. How am I supposed to know that that's the Wiz Khalifa Charlie Puth song? How do I supposed to know that's the Fast and Furious song, huh? At least the other ones have real names. At least they have real names. Which one is the really weird, what you say? Which one's that one? That this one.
What you say? That's it all anyway. What you say?
I actually don't even think I have half of the sound alerts in the Stream Elements thing. Like, I'm pretty sure I don't have Yahoo. Doo-doo-doo. Reinhardt or Tim Hortons. Ooh, it's quite compared to these. It really is. Wait, what's... I gotta get the Reinhardt one. Redeem Reinhardt.
Magic is everything.
The Tim I need to get the Tim Hortons. Oh, no, I have it. Here it
The
is.
Tim Hortons amiibo. The Tim Hortons amiibo. The Tim Hortons amiibo.
There we go. Oh, no, I do have the Reinhardt one.
Magic is everything.
There we go. Cool. Cool. Anyway, Will Smith fish. Wait, I don't even know the rules. Who even understands horse betting anyway? It's so confusing. That doesn't matter. You're amazing, Tojo. I knew I could count on you. I'll never doubt beginner's luck again. High schoolers rule, man. You bet on the one with the fun name, easy. Yeah, like scrawny nag. Or the one that looks the coolest. But yeah, it's the fun name. You find one whose name is like, what would be a good horse name? You find one that's called something like incandescent watermelon or something like that. I'd bet on a horse named Incandescent Watermelon. Hello? What's up? You lonely or something? Sure, okay, I'll come over tonight. Pick something up and wait for me. Bye. Was that your girlfriend? Nah, more like sex friend, I guess. What's that look? Even you must have had a girlfriend or two. Wait, don't tell me you're still a virgin. I'm not. Knew you were a playboy the moment I saw that pretty little face of yours. Want me to hook you up with some chicks? I know a few that are into cute... No thanks. I don't need your help. Just get away from me already. Huh? Dude, calm down. Don't touch me. You know what? I should have given more cheek at the surfer dude voice. It would have been a lot funnier, but I've already committed. Hey, wait, Tojo, come on, man. Is Mr. Morchika collapsed on the ground while holding his stomach? I left the racetrack as quickly as I could. Befitting of a racetrack, am I right? A familiar bite caught my eyes while passing through the parking lot, but I didn't stop to look at it. I found myself surrounded by buildings I didn't know. I continued on with no particular goal in mind, hoping to eventually reach a station. I could have just, taken out my phone and looked at a map, but I decided to wander around aimlessly instead. God, I'm so pathetic. I'm not even using the wonder of technology that I have with me. Hey, Tojo. You again? Bullying boys? Not cool, Morchika. Why did you chase after me? Huh? I ran all the way here and that's the attitude I get? Look, I told you not to touch me. Let's go grab something to eat. What? I know a good ramen joint nearby. Come on. Will you let go of me already? Ramen. Not listening to a word I just said, Mr. Morchika kept pulling me along. The conversation pretty much stopped there, and I was too embarrassed to look up. By the time I finally did, we'd already arrived at a ramen restaurant. 2 large tonkotsu ramen, please. I'm not serving you. Oh wait, what should I give the store manager? I'm not serving you anything until you pay your tab, pal. Easy, dude. I've got the cash right here. Oh. I really should be going home now. Hey, don't be like that. Come on, eat up. Listen, I guess I was kind of out of line back there. What happened to the music? This awkward silence. It's not even being filled in by the game OST. I think I think most high schoolers would have appreciated that conversation. It's just that I wonder how Natsume would have reacted. I briefly recalled how he used to be in class. Before he died, of course. He stood out, but he didn't really blend into the crowd either. A perfectly neutral classmate. One that was no longer with us. Unlike Zap Brannigan. 2 large servings of tonkatsu ramen coming right up. Go on. Dig in before it gets cold. Okay, I might as well try it. I didn't have much of an appetite, but ended up trying some of the noodles anyway out of sheer peer pressure. Pretty good stuff, huh? Mr. Morchika flashed a wide grin. However, I was too busy slurping my noodles and soup to properly answer him. It was so good that the music started playing again. That was great. Thank you so much, man. Feel better yet? I glanced at Mr. Morchika and saw him chuckling to himself. You did like it, didn't you? I did, yeah. Good. We'll come here next time, too. What, you got a problem with that? No. You don't have to go on. I'll readily admit the ramen was delicious. Huh. Okay. After paying for our meals, we ended up heading toward the horse racing track again. What does he say? I never really talked to him about that kind of stuff. Natsume, I mean. Now that I think about it, I don't actually remember what we used to talk about. Weren't you close friends, though? I mean, you did go to pachinko parlors together. Well, it's more like Natsume was kinda just there. It felt natural to have him around, you know? But there was a feeling in the back of my mind telling me there was something off about him. That was a feeling I could certainly relate to. I'd exchanged several conversations with Natsume, but never felt like I actually got through to him. He was like mist, intangible, impossible to grasp. He seeped into my life inconspicuously, almost like a natural phenomena. Thank you, Mr. Morchika. I'll be fine on my own from here. Morchika. Huh? Just call me Morchika, man. What? But you're so much older than me. That's what Natsume called me. Oh. Okay then, Morchika. Cool. As I walked out of the station and into my neighborhood, I sensed someone behind me. Minato? Holy! My scream ended up drawing some unwanted looks from a handful of passerby. I gave Mamiya an indignant glare, but couldn't tell his reaction through the gas mask. Minato? Minato, wait. Minato? Hold on, there are way too many people here. Okay. We walked for a while until we got to a less crowded area. Once we'd reached the river, I finally spoke up. Well, what did you want? And who are you, anyway? My name is Mamiya. Yeah, you've said that before, but you always just sort of appear out of nowhere, man. I'm here to protect you from your enemies. Are you now? Where are we? At a river. It's close to where I live. You don't look too happy. Don't you like it here? What's up with his eyes? Is it just the lighting? Does he have heterochromia? Can't say I'm a huge fan, no. It's dark and gets loud after rain. Plus, it's not big enough to hit some gnarly waves, man. But I know it pretty well. Even though you don't like it, I know it because I don't like it, man. I suppose that's how it works. I see. It makes sense now. Does he? I can't tell. Does he have heterochromia? I think he does. It looks like this eye is green and this eye is blue. I think he does have heterochromia. You want to know something cool? Aw. I can teach you a very special spell that will make you enjoy things you hate. Ever so slowly, Mamiya spread his arms in a rather exaggerated fashion. His fingers danced gracefully in the air, filling me with an odd sense of excitement. I wondered what he'd show me. Bee dee ba dee dee boo! It's a magic spell. The river continued to flow in spring. Ha ha ha. I don't think it worked, man. That's strange. It should've. Let me try again. BBD ba BD boo. How do you feel about the river now? I can't say I like it just yet. What a shame. It looks like your magic doesn't quite work on me. Scatman, is that you? Ski da ba dee da ba. Okay, I think that's enough fooling around. I'm always serious, though. Sure, whatever you say, man. Boo. Hey, keep that boo to yourself. Halloween's over, man. You gotta let it go. It's all about Christmas now. I gave Mamiya's gas mask a light flick. That actually kinda hurt. It made him cover his forehead and fall completely silent. Come on, surely it didn't hurt that much. You're really blowing that out of proportion. I'm sorry, man. Stroke it gently. Yeah, no. Mamiya received some
emotional damage.
Hey, dude. Hello. You're gonna get on? Well... their voices are so funny to me. Chica brought me somewhere other than a gambling parlor for a change. He stopped at a random park and sat down on a nearby bench, just enjoying the dry chill of the wind. The hell you got that sketchbook for? I have some homework to do for art class, so... Chica had a quick peek at my work as I desperately tried to keep the lines straight. Yeah, he's working on a new piece. I've got the CG pulled up right here. Hey, don't look, man. Oh, I see. You're drawing a potato. It's a self-portrait, actually. After a few moments of silence, Chica burst into laughter. You serious? That's supposed to be a person? What happened to his eyes? You sure that's not a potato? God, I can't look at this thing. Come on, you're being extremely rude, you know that? Sure, I may not be the best artist around, but... I honestly don't even think this is a matter of skill at this point. Chica crouched down, trying desperately to catch his breath, just like what's-her-face. Who is that? Catching my breath. Letting it... Is that Kelly Clarkson? It was Kelly Clarkson. I was gonna say Kelly Clarkson, but for some reason I didn't think it was her, but it is. Interesting. You think you could do better? I know I could do better. I know I could do better, Minato. You're talking to the guy who had... Let me grab these real quick. You're talking about the guy who drew the absolute legendary pictures of Sakana Ide and the Foxy and Ikemen and Gears of Gar. Let me find that. Oh no, it was Gears of Gar. I said that twice. Here we go. Oh, I gotta scroll down in OBS. Game window. Forget the game window. Oh, that's big. I like this one's my favorite. This one's my favorite out of all of them. The Ting Yun one is my favorite one out of all of them. It's so funny. It's her face. It's the expression. I love the, like, stereotyped Ikemen expression. It's so good. It's so good. You can put it on anybody and it makes it funny. Anyway. There we go. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good now. I mean, you'd have to look pretty hard to find someone worse than you. Then try drawing something. Here you go. Man, what a pain. Fine, whatever. Taking my sketchbook and pencil, Morichika started silently scribbling something on the page. I did my best to telegraph to him that I'd absolutely make fun of his drawing if it turned out to be worse than mine. He waved me away, indicating that I was getting in his way. Here you go. Okay, let's see if you're fit to critique the work of others. Look, I just scribbled some random crap. Don't expect it to be the Mona Lisa or something. It's too late for modesty now. I'll make sure to... I stopped mid-sentence and I looked down at the page. See? Told you not to expect much. Morichika. What? This is amazing. Can you draw more? Huh? Why'd you never tell me you were this talented, man? I really don't think it's good enough to brag about. You think so? But still. What? Well, it's just that... Seriously, what's your deal? After that, we played a game where we had to draw all sorts of famous characters from memory. Like Bakuman. What? Morichika laughed at every single one of my drawings. I had my fair share of laughs too. His memory didn't seem to be as good as his drawings, and many of his characters ended up missing vital characteristics. Like his Pikachu had 3 bends in his tail instead of 2. It'd been a while since I'd laughed this much. Why'd we come here anyway? You usually take me to a pachinko parlor. I'm just killing time till it opens up, and I want to waste money. Speaking of which, it's about time. Hop on, Tojo. Oh, okay. Follow me. Hey, I hope you're not taking me somewhere weird. Come on, man. Oh, wait, what? Come on, man up and get in. In? To the motorcycle? Morichika opened the door. He gently opened the door. Whoa! And my senses were immediately overwhelmed by loud, up-tempo music. Colorful lasers danced all over the place, blinding me like a mole. Is this... Did you just bring me to a club, man? What, never been to one before? What am I even supposed to do here? Just enjoy yourself, man. Haruki! Wait. No, I think I will stick with that voice. Haruki, it's been ages! Out of nowhere, a girl in a skimpy outfit interrupted our conversation and flew into Morichika's arms. Her sinuous movements made me gulp. Morichika, Huh? I completely lost sight of Morichika in the crowd. How am I supposed to enjoy this? There's not a single surfboard in sight. All around me, young men and women were shaking their bodies to the rhythm of the music. However, I felt too overwhelmed to actually join them and ended up gravitating toward the corner of the room. I leaned against the wall and simply observed the chaotic spectacle around me. Colorful lights, a catchy, energetic beat, and an entire sea of people just dancing 2023. I felt like I'd wandered into another world. Here you go. I was suddenly addressed by a young girl. Please don't be like an actual... Oh no. Please don't be a recurring character. I don't want to make a voice for you. Oh, thanks. She was offering me a paper cup. Taken in by her smile, I drew the cup to my lips. What? Is this alcohol? Of course it is. I'm underage though. Me too. I'm 15, but everyone else is doing it, and besides, it tastes nice. The pinkish liquid in the cup had a sweet taste for the most part. It was probably just some kind of soft drink mixed with a splash of alcohol. Well, it does taste pretty good. Hearing me agree, the girl let out a chuckle. She then took a long, hard look at my face. Wow, you're pretty handsome. Huh? You think so? Maybe it was just me, but her eyes looked kind of dewy, you know, like the decimal system. Pink and cyan colors illuminated her slender nape. You too. Where's my orange Fanta? Right? They'll be like, bartender, I'll have a rum and coke without the rum, please. Bartender, your finest mixer. And just like that, a girl below my age ended up drawing me into the unknown world of adults. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I gotta have this somewhere. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Her glossy lips pressed against the edge of her cup. And my heart skipped a beat as I watched the alcohol slowly trickle into her tiny mouth. Excuse me? My name is Chris Hansen. Why don't you take a seat? What's your name? Minato. Minato? Wow, even your name sounds cool. Is this your first time here? Yeah. A friend brought me along, but I've no idea what to do in here. Oh, that's easy. You just gotta go with the flow of the rhythm. And occasionally hit up a few strangers for a quick chat. Like you did with me? Orders a rum and coke. Is Pepsi okay? Sure. Bartender proceeds to mix coke and Pepsi together in the glass and hands it to you. And then you're like, oh, that's not what I meant. And then he's like, don't worry fam, I got RC Cola too. Well, aren't you having fun? I actually, like, low-key might be not straight. Well, talking to you is pretty fun. You're so cute. Aw. Hey, wanna ditch this place and go somewhere else? Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. I've never been happier to have the police on board thing. Where is it? I'm trying to find it. There's an easier way for me to find this one instead going through this extraordinarily long playlist. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that I could have possibly missed the song scrolling through this playlist with 612 songs in it? Who would have thought that I could have missed something? Excuse me, missed something. Here we go. Anyway. He's gonna get Domekano'd. What? The girl pulled me out of the corner. As we made our way through the dancing crowd, dancing queen, I caught a brief glimpse of Morchika kissing that girl from earlier. As we stepped outside of the movie theater, my eyes were... No, I don't remember enough of The Outsiders to continue that. Let's hope Minato doesn't get jumped by some Soshus and they try to scalp him. As we stepped outside, I allowed my lungs to be filled by the chilly air of the streets. Compared to what it was like inside the club, the difference was day and night. Hey, hold on a second. Minato. As the girl kept tugging on my arm, I ended up losing my balance. Before my brain could process what was happening, I felt something warm and heavy pressed down on me. Dragged into some deserted alleyway, I ended up making out with a 15-year-old girl I didn't even know. The taste of the alcoholic drink I had earlier spread across my mouth. Hey. The alcohol had begun to do its job, and I felt my consciousness waver. A sudden metallic sound jolted me back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. Choke, but... What are you doing? You don't want it? I mean, we just met. I don't even know you. We'll have time for that later. The girl didn't stop. Time appeared to grind to a halt. Grind to a halt, you say? Something like, maybe something a bit like... Where is it? And I blacked out. A familiar ceiling. Hands touching me. Unfamiliar emotions. Nausea. The sensation of alien flesh. Ah. Stop it. Ah. My body twisted and contorted by itself. I'm gonna be like that dude in Cell Block Tango. The spread eagle. Pop, snap, squish, Cicero, Lipschitz. What? An indescribable shudder rose from the pits of my stomach, paralyzing me. That might just be the indigestion, though. No. Someone. Minato! I snapped out of it. As I looked up, I saw Mamiya standing on one of the rooftops, peering down at me. Seeing him finally brought me back to my senses. Minato? I'm sorry. I pushed the girl away and ran. I could hear her call out my name, but I didn't stop. I continued running, not caring where I'd end up. It wasn't her fault. None of this was. Ugh. Having run out of breath, I stopped at some random park and fixed my clothes. I was still shaking. My entire body was drenched in sweat. Minato. But Mamiya. Are you okay? Are you okay, Buster Wolf? Yeah. I mustered up a nod, but was still too shaken to ball my hands into fists. I'm alright. But I probably hurt her pride. She was so cute, though, and totally my type, too. And yet Ugh. I feel like such a loser. Wait. I have something for this. Is that, here we go.
Take your hands out of your pockets. Arch your back, puff out your chest. Add some swagger to your gait, or you'll look like a masturbator. Fix your posture, then the rest.
But I am a masturbator.
We'll fix that. All your nerdiness is
This sidebar is so funny in this song.
I thought I was more of a geek.
all your stammering's a chore.
What?
Your tics and fidgets are persistent, and your charm is non-existent. We'll fix your vibe, then fix some more. Don't stop. Oh,
Everything about you is so terrible. Oh, everything about you makes me wanna die. Jesus Christ.
So
Don't freak out and don't resist, and have no doubt if I assist.
you
Be more chill.
First things first, go buy a new shirt.
What? What's wrong with my shirt?
It's better if you just comply. My
Be more
job's
chill
to
is so much
color
fun.
your aesthetic and make you seem much less pathetic. So just step and fetch, don't ask me why.
How are you with math homework?
I'm a supercomputer, Jeremy. I'm made of math.
Oh, everything about you is so terrible. Oh, everything about you makes me wanna die. All the people in the mall think you are such a slob. Can I see
This is such a fun song in the music. It's such a funny scene.
That's a girl shirt.
Jerry? Jeremy. You shop here? Oh, all the time. Never what I meant.
Greet the
Vita. Hey, Brooke.
You look sexy.
I can't say that to a hot girl. Noel, stare intensely. Think like you don't care about your own death. And sexy. Brooke. Thanks. Is that a girl's shirt? No. Yes. Repeat after me. I saw it in the window and I couldn't dismiss. I was dating a girl. She had a shirt just like this. It's still painful. So who is this mystery girl? You've probably never heard of her. Madeline. What? She's French. Oh, she is not French. She just pretends to be for attention. Madeline broke up with you? Yeah, no, I mean, I broke up with her. Cause she was cheating on me. Me. Hey, Hamlet. Be more chill. That's one of my favorite songs of the Be More Chill. The mall scene right after, with Be More Chill and Do You Wanna Ride, it's such a funny scene. Anyway, back to our favorite surfer bro. After that, Mamiya helped me get back home. My head was throbbing. I felt like someone had just punched me in the face. It was probably the alcohol. Oh, the memo had changed. My parents had seemingly come home, but then left again before I arrived. Inside, I found a couple packs of instant food on the table. My parents most likely left them so I'd have something to eat for dinner. I felt entirely too tired to even consider eating. Instead, I headed straight to bed. Before I could reach my room though, my phone rang. Feeling suspicious, I walked over and gave the display a glance. It was Morishika. Hello? How'd it go? Wait, no, I'm not gonna do that. It's gonna be too annoying. How'd what go? I saw you leave the club with the girl. Sorry. I'm done with that. Sounds like you got turned down. Well, don't let it get you. You'd have to be like me to get lucky on your first try. It all boils down to experience. Don't take it too hard, kid. That's not what happened, though. Instead, I was simply reminded how you remind me of my own critical shortcomings. That was all. What's wrong? I gotta go. I need to get to bed, man. Huh? Hey, wait. I hung up without letting him finish. Feeling thoroughly drained, I collapsed onto the sofa and passed out almost instantly. In middle school, we had this girl who'd always wear pants. People used to think she was a witch. She had short hair and refined features. In an age when other girls enjoyed displaying their legs, she wouldn't be caught dead showing hers. Do I have any pictures of... No. No. I don't think I have any pictures on command of Sachiko wearing pants. I do have Anderson wearing pants, and pretty much only pants, but that's not the point. Then again, she was gorgeous enough for it to not matter. Wait, actually, do I have the... No. I was gonna say, do I have the seabed thing in here? Oh, wait. No, that's not what I thought it was. Not what I thought it was. I had the chance to exchange a few words with her when we both joined the same committee. Why do you always wear pants? I don't like skirts. Her tone made it clear that she was annoyed by my question. When it was time to buy uniforms, she figured she'd get pants instead of a skirt. Why? Because they were easier to wear. That's all there was to it, according to her. Her profile as she listened to the briefing looked like it could easily belong to either a boy or a girl. And yet, the rather conspicuous bulges on her chest were unmistakable evidence of her femininity. The boys never had a choice. Huh? Oh, it's nothing. I'd never seen her since graduating middle school. With her grades, she ended up advancing to some well-known prestigious school. But from time to time, I couldn't help but think, was she still wearing pants, even to this day? My eyes won't open. I need to go to school. Wearing pants, of course. Good morning. Hey Tojo, good morning. You know we're gonna have a math test later today? Really? I haven't studied at all. What will it even cover? Well, probably... Upon arriving at school, I exchanged all the usual greetings with my classmates. Their upbeat, idle chatter made the melancholy I'd been feeling since last night gradually fade away. Despite how awful I felt when I woke up in the morning, in the end, not skipping school proved to be a wise decision. Thoughts like that continued passing through my head as we began testing each other's math knowledge. Hey Jojo, you got some time after this? Yeah, I've got no plans for today. Could I come over to your place then? Oh, and I'd also bring someone along if that's okay. I don't particularly mind, but why? You got this huge TV back home, right? I want to show you something. Well, okay, I guess. It wasn't like my parents would be coming back home anytime soon. So, what did you want to show me? This! He pulled out a DVD with a naked woman on the front cover. Oh. I got this from one of the older guys at school. The mosaics are barely even there. So, you guys want to take a look? Oh, hell yeah! I'm not sure how I feel about watching this kind of stuff in a group. Just ignore us, dude. It's your house. Pretend like we don't exist. Come on, Tojo, let's do it. We can spend a lot of time picking this out, you know. Fine. Also, why am I the only one who sounds like a surfer bra? You watching it, Tojo? Yeah? Come on, be honest. You don't get excited when it comes to this kind of stuff, do you? TOS. That's not true. Don't worry. Don't worry, Blue. I got the perfect thing for this. Just in case. Just in case. Let me put that on a toggle, actually. Hotkeys. Let me put this on a. Let me put that on a toggle. That'd be really funny. This is live scene. Show. Where is it? Yanfei, no. Let's make that. I'll probably never use this. Let's make that page down. Why? Now. No. Look, there's only us in here. You don't have to be shy. We're just three dudes duding it up, you know? Hey, stop it. The two seized my arms and forced me to turn toward the TV. The woman on screen had her mouth wide. The H stands for H scenes. The H in what? Wait. Wait. Your hotkey? Oh. The woman on screen had her mouth wide open. The down stands for denied. No, the down stands for down bad. The woman on screen had her mouth open while pleasuring herself. Vulgar, watery noises mixed in with the sound of flesh pounding against flesh. Yeah, watery noises like this. Exactly. Let me go. Whoa, are you actually shaking, Tojo? You're getting turned on, aren't you? Come on, join us and watch. Ugh. I tried looking away, but they grabbed me by the chin and forced me to keep my eyes on the screen like Clockwork Orange. The mosaics were certainly pretty small. Oh. A hole surrounded by folds of soft flesh. Ugh. Ugh. Hey, Tojo? He's shaking pretty bad, dude. Tojo? Tojo! Hey, Tojo! Ugh. Huh? What am I? Tojo, you okay? Sorry, man. We didn't know you'd react like this. Oh. It's okay. If anything, I should be the one apologizing. I didn't mean to puke all over the place. Hmm? Huh? What is it? Oh, nothing. Anyway, I think we should probably be on our way. Yeah, sorry about this, Minato. We'll see you tomorrow. Right. See you guys later. I can't exactly blame them for getting all weirded out. That said, how come I didn't get any puke on my clothes? Did those two clean it up? That makes me feel even worse about this. Because he didn't actually puke. Haha! He has hallucinatory puke. Huh? I couldn't help but feel like something was off when I returned to my room. In the end, I paid it no mind and headed to the bathroom to rinse my mouth. Good morning. Oh. Huh? What's wrong, everyone? Oh, nothing. Let's go. Right. I had a guess as to why they were acting like this. It was probably because of what happened in my apartment. I wonder if any rumors have started spreading. Instead of following the others, I silently walked over to my seat. Normally, I'd spend the time before homeroom chatting with my friends, but I couldn't really do that now, nor could I catch some sick waves, seeing as we were inside a classroom and all. It felt kinda lonely. Well, I suppose I only have myself to blame. If you'd have been there, if you'd have seen it, I bet you would. I figured I'd wait until the situation cooled off a little. Soon enough, everything would go back to normal. Even after school though, people kept giving me suspicious looks. I could have sworn I even heard a few of them snicker after glancing in my direction. It was a little unsettling to say the least. I'd better go home. I grabbed my backpack and left the classroom. As I stepped out into the corridor, I spotted someone familiar in the distance. Oh, it was the two guys that came over to my place the other day. Sitting closely together, they were seemingly sharing a smartphone to look at something. They were probably ones that caused this entire situation. What? I grew curious as to what they were talking about. Acting like I was simply passing by, I briefly stole a glance at their phone. Huh? I suddenly felt like I'd just been struck by a sledgehammer. What? That one was probably the worst out of all the references I've done so far. Barely able to think straight? Ha! I felt myself overcome by dizziness. Huh? Oh, Tojo. What's that? Look, it wasn't us. Somebody else made it. I bit my lip. The picture on their phone showed a grabber idol, except her head had been digitally exchanged with mine. What is this? I don't get it. You got your clothes dirty, so we figured we should dress you in something else, and we opened your closet and I was on the verge of fainting. And then you told everyone what you saw? They must have, given this image. The two silently hung their heads in shame. The others in the corridor must have heard the commotion and tried listening in on the conversation while passing by. Calm down. Stop shaking. Look them in the eye. It's not like I want everyone to like me. and I'm partly at fault for what happened yesterday. But even still, don't you think this is going a little bit too far? If you have something to say it to my face, man. If not, then at least have the common decency not to be so obvious about it. Go ahead, say what's on your mind, man. So, are you, like, gay? What makes you think that? You puked when you saw a vagina. And you've got women's clothes in your closet. What if he's just a femboy, though? I heaved a long, exaggerated sigh. What if he's not gay, though? What if he's, like, trans? Or he could just be a femboy, you know? You never know. Maybe he just likes how they look. Or a crossdresser. He could just be a crossdresser, you know? Maybe he just likes how they are. Maybe, you know what? Maybe he's the girl from the middle school. Or, if we're gonna step into something that's probably far more likely, what if, after having that conversation where she was like, pants are so much easier to wear, he was like, I wonder what it's like to wear a skirt. And then maybe he wore a skirt and it was like, man, these are so comfortable to wear. So maybe he just has like women's clothes to just chill around in the house in, you know? Maybe he's just got like a bunch of skirts and stuff that he just chills around at home in. What if it was just okay and people minded their own damn business? Exactly. What if they just didn't make a big deal out of it? I think you got something mixed up, but then there wouldn't be drama in this game, I guess. Minato's been a real interesting story. You know, Keito's was all about him, like, low-key being delusional, and Ryo's was about him, like, beating people to death with metal pipes. And then you got Minato over here, and they'd be like, he has women's clothes in his closet. That's kind of weird. Plus, he doesn't like watching porn with his friends in public. That's kind of weird, not gonna lie. I'm like, I feel like that's a pretty normal response. I think you got something mixed up. Those clothes aren't even mine. Huh? Didn't I tell you? I have a female cousin around my age. She has so many clothes, she eventually ran out of space and started filling up my closet with her stuff. I mean, come on, let's be real here. I used to have a girlfriend, remember? He's in denial. Haha. Oh. Sorry, Tojo. It's fine. After all the trouble I caused you guys, you even cleaned up my place. So I guess we're even. I also like that they immediately go to the thing of like, ah yes, he had a girlfriend. He can't possibly be gay. It's not like there's more than two sexualities. Definitely not. This is not real time. I'll just delete the picture and tell everyone it was a huge misunderstanding. Thanks, bro. Yeah, I feel pretty stupid. I mean, there's no way you'd actually turn out to be a homo, you know? It rhymed. Is that how you describe me to other people? No, it's more like, when I told you you were a crossdresser, they started saying that meant you were gay, so we kinda just ended up jumping on the bandwagon. I mean, who'd want another guy thinking those things about them, you know? Classic homophobia. I see. Anyway, I'll be off now. Hope you'll treat me to something later. Sure, man, I'm really sorry about all this. My fingers were still trembling. Also, what happened to Ryo? Huh? He's been like non-existent in this story. I guess all of these stories are like mutually exclusive to each other. Because in Ryo's story, they were like best friends. And now they're like, they never talk to each other. Ryo's shown up, I think maybe like, well actually no, he did talk to him at the beginning. They talked at the beginning, but he's like not shown up at all. Ever since Morichika showed up, they'd be like, nah, we don't need the other dude. And this is exactly how the Avengers don't help each other. Oh, that's the wrong button. Yeah, they were right. Everyone knows that. Don't start thinking it's actually normal. It's just the kind of world I'm forcing myself to see. I understood all along that it's not like that elsewhere. What? I let out a deep breath. That fake picture they created. And the massive pair of breasts under my face. Wait. We gotta inject some comedy. I gotta be tone deaf. I gotta be completely tone deaf. Hold on a second. I need to be completely and totally tone deaf for a second. Hold on. There we go. The image had burned itself in my memory and wouldn't go away. Why? It was a disgusting picture. Just remembering it sent a shiver down my spine, and yet... why? I'm back. Well, it's not like there's anyone here to answer. Welcome home. Welcome home, Minato. Thanks. I'm home, Mamiya. We gotta be getting relatively close to the end of the story. Maybe about 20 or 30 more minutes? I'm trying to think. I don't know how many CG... I could check right now. I don't know how many CGs we've gotten for Minato. But everybody has 8, I think? I prepared the instant meal my parents had left for dinner. It was Kraft mac and cheese. The variety show on TV got more and more heated as I continued unenthusiastically poking at my food. It's just not the same without the little hot dogs in them. The taste was already bland enough, but I couldn't even focus on that. You know, ever since they changed the recipe to change the dye they used, it just hasn't been the same. I was simply unable to shake that picture from my mind. Look at this photograph! What's wrong, Minato? It's nothing. The screen switched to a trans celebrity I'd been seeing on TV a lot. They claimed to prefer young men and promptly touched the shoulder of an actor whose only response was an awkward grin. What lay behind that smile of his? What did he really feel? What do you think, Mamiya? About what? About these kind of people, where you can't tell if they're men or women. Where's the Somnium Files screenshot? Do they look disgusting to the average person? I think their outfit stands out. Oh, right. They stood out because they were different from the rest. And it was only human nature to point and laugh at things we found weird or different. So you think it's weird? Is it odd for a man to dress like a woman? That young woman next to them stands out just as much. The man on the left looks bland in comparison. That's about it. You put them on the same level as normal men and women? I don't really understand how they're different. I opened up my mouth, but couldn't find the right words. Instead, I simply hung my head low. Oh wait. Oh, that's really funny how that, like, since it's clipped onto my, oh, is it actually? I think it's clipped onto my, cloth thing, and not my, like, my actual chest. We love layers. I wish everyone thought like you. Pog Mamiya. I couldn't sleep. Too many things had happened during the day. Let's just forget all about it. I don't want to think about this right now. I closed my eyes and emptied my mind. Time quietly marched on as I continued to lie still in the dark. And before long, I ended up drifting off to sleep. Okay. Oh, come on. This joke is played out. Come on. There we go. Good morning, All eyes in the room were instantly glued to me the moment I walked in. Huh? Puzzled, I headed for my desk. The photos I found glued to it made the very blood freeze in my veins. One picture showed me in a skimpy swimsuit. Another one had me pushing up my breasts in a sensual manner. There was even a photo with me spreading my legs wide apart. I have to get rid of them, quickly. I tried tearing them off, but my hands were shaking too much. Adding insult to injury, when I attempted to peel away the transparent tape, it tore before I could reach the picture. Wait, hold on. Oh, I see. Wait, no. Wouldn't it still come off then? I'm trying to think of a way that they could have taped things on to where it wouldn't then fall off the tape, like... I guess it just tore before it even got to anywhere close to the picture, because if it just tore off before, it would still, But that must mean it is... But that also doesn't make sense, because you could just peel away at that edge too. I'm not gonna think about it. The class went on uninterrupted, with all the other students remaining thoroughly indifferent to my desperate struggles. Then again, even if I did manage to get rid of the photos, there was no way I could actually pay attention to the teacher. Not after this. The very thought of having to sit in one place for a whole hour without saying anything felt like borderline torture. Even in this moment, there were people texting mean things about me. Others no doubt snickered as they watched me panic. They had completely rejected everything that made me who I was. What happened to Ryo? Where's he? Hello? They're in the same class. What? He's just like suddenly written out of the story, I guess. Interesting. His one pillar of support besides Mamiya, who's gonna be integral to continuing the story, is suddenly nowhere to be seen. I wasn't just imagining things. Even now, Please stop it already. I'm not like the others. Look, I'm sorry. It's my fault, so please stop. It was all a dream. I could feel my heart jackhammering in my chest. Flattened beads of sweat trickled down my forehead. It's still 3 a.m. in the morning. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't be awake at a time like this. But if I fell back asleep now, I might end up having that dream again. Even though it was December, I could hear the rain pattering against the windows. It almost felt like someone was telling me I had nowhere to run. Ugh. I checked my phone for the first time in the incident. I'd missed a whole bunch of calls from Morishika. My eyes began to tear up. I wanted to see him, but even if I did that now... God, I'm so pathetic. What happened to Ryo? The possibility of getting even more hurt than I've already been terrifies me to my core. While the rest of the world was fast asleep, I sat there in the darkness, clutching my phone. Tojo. Oh. Good morning. Come on, what's wrong? You look bummed out. Good morning. Ouch. Damn, your punches hurt like hell. Would it kill you to hold back a bit? He seemed to have straightened things out with the others. After exchanging all the usual greetings with my classmates, I managed to continue my school life like nothing even happened, just like Serve Pro. Hey Tojo, take a look at this. Huh? What is it? His smartphone was showing that trans celebrity I saw on TV the other day. The people on screen seemed to be in the middle of a heated discussion. My heart skipped a beat. Did my conversation with Mamiya somehow leak to the public? Why are you showing me that? We're seeing more and more of these kinds of people lately, but I don't know how to feel about it, honestly. Hey, Tojo. You agree with us, don't you? In that moment, everyone's eyes were fixed on me. The first thought that came to my mind was that they were testing me. Like how people were forced to step on an image of Christ all those years ago. What? Ago. They wanted clear, undeniable proof that I wasn't one of them. Even now, they continue to judge me. Yeah, I can't say I'm a huge fan either. They're just a bunch of weirdos. You think so too? Man, I knew you would. Ryo hadn't shown- He's finally been mentioned! Ryo hasn't shown up yet. Hello, Rodo. I just wanted to go home. Spider-Man No Way Home? Where is Ryo? What has happened to him? They have not mentioned him a single time. He's just nowhere to be seen, apparently. I left the classroom soon as class was over and headed for the bathroom. I wanted to be alone. It didn't matter where. Luckily, the bathroom's a pretty good place to be alone. I slipped into a toilet stall and waited for my breathing to even out. It wasn't like they said all those things directly to me. But the sheer knowledge that people like that existed, and that I was forced to say things I didn't mean. The exact thing I talked about yesterday. I had like a can of soup, and instead it was 2 portions, it was one portion. You and Snow White would be best buds. Eat all the food together. Eat all the food. Everybody else would just be like, please, please. We need to ration our food. No. I'm eating all of it. I'm eating all of it. Tore at my heart like a dagger. I found myself drowning in a whirlpool of pain, sadness, and frustration. It's okay. I'm fine. Get it all, yeah. I've got to keep this up. I can't allow myself to cry. Is he gonna wait for rain? I mean, I'm a man. I gotta wait. Hold on. Come on. Oh, wait. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna do something else real quick. Just to make it slightly more intelligible. Just to make it slightly more intelligible.
Immature. Heartless.
I opened the stall door once I'd finally managed to calm down. Finding no one in the room, I heaved a sigh of genuine relief. I ran cold water over my hands, which helped further soothe my nerves. I'd always believed I was jinxed. Even now, I clung desperately to that idea. I looked into the mirror, meeting the eyes of my own reflection. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. The ragged, exhausted face that looked at me seemed almost like a complete stranger. Turning off the tap, I left at a self-deriding chuckle. That was him turning on the faucet. But just as I was about to leave, they really stuck the mic all the way up in there. You still haven't given up yet? I turned around, but saw no one else in the room with me. My forehead moistened with sweat as a familiar laugh rang out all around me. Hoo 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 hoo! It's Monokuma. He's about to tell me ding dong bing bong, a body has been discovered. Sounded more like a recorded air hand dryer. It could have been that too, you know? They're trying to cut down on paper waste. Your hands are dry. I attempted to flee, but... Whoa! They record English listening comprehensions. Hello there, Minato. All of a sudden... Oh no, that's him. Hello there, Minato. All of a sudden, my reflection leaned out of the mirror with a twisted smile. Huh? What? Why am I... You? Well, that's uncalled for. It's the other way around, Minato. You look like me. The strange being addressed me in a tone that sounded both masculine and feminine, also known as not this voice. I don't think anything about the voice I've given him could be described as both masculine and feminine. Their voice filled my ears. You're putting yourself in a half-assed position, as usual. Even after all that's happened. I felt like I was drowning in some strange membrane. I was scared. No matter how much I tried to scream and cry, The waves drowned everything out. I was scared, terrified beyond words. You're a man. Stop it. Number 19 message. Minato! Finally, he's shown up. Ah. Ah. Yo? You okay? What do you mean? You were lying on the floor. Oh, I'm fine. Maybe I'm a little anemic, that's all. I've been living on convenience store food these past few days, so it's possible I'm just short on nutrients, brah. Minato? How's Midori doing anyway? She grown any? She did. A little bit. That's great. They say girls grow up fast, so don't come crying to me when she suddenly brings home a boyfriend. Come on, don't give me that face. Anyway, I gotta go now. See ya. Minato, hold on. Yo. The roof had yet to dry up after yesterday's heavy rainfall. I felt my cardigan absorb some of the moisture as I leaned against the fence. I couldn't reveal it to anyone. I didn't want to reveal any more of myself to other people. I'd only end up getting hurt. I'm cold. So cold. My lips were trembling and had grown purple from the cold, but that didn't stop me from touching them to the metal railing. My brain could no longer process anything in this cold. I can't take this anymore. My shoulders felt heavy. The air was torturously cold. And yet, I couldn't muster the strength to move away. I ended up coming all the way here without even realizing it. To this place I supposedly abhorred. The sound of the river felt almost deafening to my ears. It was no doubt the result of yesterday's rain. The river had carried all sorts of dirt and mud along with it. Even the water level had risen. Unfortunately, there was not enough water to catch some sick waves. I lived in the town where this river flowed. Minato. Mamiya stood on top of the bridge waiting for me. All of a sudden, he extended a gloved hand. Sick waves? Yeah, the joke is, I have given all the main characters, like all the characters' voices to make them sound different when I'm reading the dialogue. And originally, I thought it'd be funny to give Minato the, "Hey, you're finally awake. Bullying girls? Not cool, Hajime." But, I quickly decided that that was going to be way too straining on my voice. So instead, I just tried to make him sound like a surfer, bruh. Gnarly, man. So, that's where the surfing stuff comes in. Wave check. All of a sudden, he extended a gloved hand. It was tiny and delicate, even smaller than mine. I gave him a troubled look, but neither of us spoke. As usual, the gas mask prevented me from discerning his expression. I hesitated. The river continued to flow. A true dude bro, exactly. I've also revamped Morichika's voice. Originally, I made Morichika sound like this, but I quickly discovered that if he was going to have a significant presence in the story, it'd get mighty annoying if I had to keep talking like this for all of his dialogue. So, he doesn't sound like that anymore. A humid breeze drifted between us. Nonetheless, a humid breeze drifted between us sounds like the title of a great movie. That sounds like a great movie title. A humid breeze drifted between us. I'm gonna write that down. Quick, quick. I need the Google Doc full of all the names. Nonetheless, I stepped forward and took his hand. Ah! As I did, he pulled me into his embrace, upsetting my balance. Mamiya, what are you... Cutscene? CG, I mean? Mamiya hugged me tight with his small, delicate arms, and began gently stroking my back. The movement of his hands was precise and rhythmic, like an Osu player, and then it hit me. I had once known this gentle warmth. What? The river continued to flow, being as noisy as ever. I'm here for you. Dark clouds hung heavy in the sky. You can rely on me. Minato. Within that deafening cacophony of sounds, good use of cacophony, Mommy and I felt like the only sane people left in the world. I felt choked up. What finally rose from the depths of my throat was a sob. Mamiya continued rhythmically stroking my back. I love you. At long last, relief washed over me like a wave. The heavy weight on my heart seemed to lighten just a little. Mamiya. Minato. Mamiya. Standing in the middle of the bridge, we locked ourselves in a tight embrace. Aw, you're going home already? Midori turned away from the 5 o'clock children's program to give me a brief look. On TV, a group of cheerful cartoon characters were singing a song. The memory of watching something similar during my childhood filled me with an odd sense of relief. I'm sorry, Midori. You should at least stay for dinner. I do appreciate the sentiment, but it's definitely hard to say no to your cooking, but I actually have something planned, so I see. See you later, Minato. You can come over whenever you feel like it. Thanks, Ryo. And Midori, too. He looks so happy. Yeah, smile sure suits him way better anyway. It makes me happy when he's happy. Me too, Midori. I'm back, Mamiya. Welcome home, Minato. Give me just a moment. I'll fix up something for dinner right away. You literally just stepped through the door. At least take the time to catch your breath. No way. I want you to try my cooking as soon as possible. You can make more gyoza? So, how is it, Mamiya? Oh, jiaoshi. Wasn't gyoza. Your jiaoshi is still the best. Ah, I'm glad to hear that. Once we'd had dinner, I went to wash the dishes. Do you need any help, Minato? No need, thanks. Feel free to just relax on the couch, Mamiya. There's no point in doing that without you. Ah, you really are something else, do you know that? Minato? Deep down, I think I've always known that no matter how hard I'll try, I'll never be like the others. I thought I was handling it pretty well, but things went wrong soon enough. We got along so well. On some level, I thought they might have accepted me if I had confessed everything. I really did. But I suppose it was naive of me to think that. In their minds, I was now someone they'd rather not even try to understand. Minato. You see, I just like pretty things. So he's like Forrest in, Fates. At least, maybe? Whenever my mother left the house, I'd put on her lipstick and pearl earrings. Not the pearl necklace, though. You do that, you're liable to get shot by Joe Chill. I just loved how pretty they looked, even when I was little. So Forrest. Just like Forrest, pretty much. Except, as far as I'm aware, Minato doesn't want to be a fashion designer, but you never know. At first, I was just satisfied to look at them, but one day my curiosity got the better of me. I began to wonder if I could also become beautiful like that. That children's song from the cartoon Midori had been watching pierced into my heart. Its hoarse voices rummaged through my memories, spreading pain with every new word. Ugh. I began loudly singing while washing the dishes. Although I did it out of desperation, I still continued on with a smile. Hoarse voice? Children's show? That's My Little Pony. Wait. Wait. Wait.
He and I were raised side by side, but he was actually adopted, so technically it's okay that I'm also attracted to him. I gave you my heart and then you turned around.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
I gave you my heart and then you turned around.
We went streaking in the park, skinny dipping after dark.
I gave
The
you
songs
my
and the
heart
music in
and
Friendship
then you
with
turned
Witchcraft has
around.
no right to go as hard as they do.
Suppressing fantasy.
I gave you my heart and then you turned
It goes so hard.
around. I always wanted my own brother, and then he showed up at our door. I didn't question where he came from. I wasn't
Twilight,
lonely
please make this song
anymore.
end. We're a bunch of floating heads.
Soon we
Exactly.
did everything together.
He taught me how to fly a kite.
I watched him grow into a stallion.
I watched him sleep in bed at night. It's not creepy.
But then he signed that record label. A cute quintet of boyish sound. But now that everybody loves him, I'm just a face out in the crowd. I threw myself into my studies. Have the world in my
Friendship with
control.
Witchcraft was so good.
I vaporize the competition. Nobody understands me. It's not evil. I gave you my heart and then you turned around. Romantic pony dreams, they never came to be. I gave you my heart and then you turned around.
Alright, please make this song end. We're a bunch of floating heads.
Just take it from me, I know you'll come around. So the law forbids it, this is kismet. Say I do and see
Oh, I don't know if
ourselves
this is supposed
together.
I don't think this is supposed to be happening.
Since we're not
The thing I'm watching is just like the cutout of the episode, and there's a bunch of visual artifacting where like the screen goes like completely black and like all the graphics start spazzing out. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Anyway. My hands started moving more vigorously, splashing foam on my clothes and face, but I didn't care one bit. You're messing it up, Minato. It's more fun this way. Ha 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 ha. How am I supposed? What a strange little bit. Yeah. It's such a weird episode. It's not a weird episode. It's just such a wild episode. Though fun, all this little game did was leave me with a messy kitchen and some dirty clothes. Minato. What is it, Mamiya? The two of us stood alone in the kitchen, with only a few floating soap bubbles disturbing its stillness. I think you're plenty beautiful the way you are. Fortunately, I'm not an MLP connoisseur, but it sounds absolutely wild. Oh, it's not even MLP, that's the best part about it. It's, how many episodes are there? There's only 12? It's a 12-episode parody on YouTube called Friendship is Witchcraft. It's pretty funny. And it's not pretty funny, it's really funny. I've never watched MLP before, but I just randomly thought, not a real brony. But I was just reminded of Friendship is Witchcraft like last year, and I was like, you know what? I never watched it. I've just heard about it. I should watch it all because it's not on YouTube. And I was just like, man, this is such a wild ride. He turned into Mr. Rogers. Mamiya Rogers. That's what the M in Mr. Rogers stands for. It's actually Mamiya. Mamiya Rogers. So just be yourself. I love you the way you are. Oh, he is Mr. Rogers. You're lying. I love you. Look, I know you're just a figment of my imagination. I must have created you when I finally went off the deep end. Whoa, the first guy to actually acknowledge the fact that his imaginary friend is in fact imaginary. Look at me, Minato. Even if you say you love me, your confession feels hollow. You're just a hallucination. I'm not, though. You're lying. I'm not. I can do anything for you. His words brought my blood to a boil. You claim to love me? You're saying you'd do anything for me? Imaginary friends do be kinda cute, though. Don't make me laugh. You didn't do anything. You didn't save me. Minato. Go on then. Fix this if you can. I took a cassette tape out from my bag. Let me listen to that song again. See, you can't do it. You're just a convenient delusion, nothing more. Okay, I'll do it. Mamiya responded to my demand like I'd just asked for the simplest, most reasonable thing in the world. He pulled out a conductor's baton and lightly tapped the tape with it. Bee-dee-ba-dee-ba-poo. It should work now. No way. It can't have been that easy. If you could solve all my problems just by scanning it up, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. I did tell you it was a special magic spell. It can do anything for those you love. That can't be true. Holy guacamole, no it can't be true. There's an awful lot of trouble they could get into. And oh, could you imagine what Brett would do if he heard this kind of a rumor? That's got Ariana Grande in it. And Liz Giles? What's her name? Liz Gillies? Elizabeth Gillies? I think they're both in that. 13? Test it then. See if I'm right or not. I inhaled a deep breath and set the cassette tape into the player, resting on the floor. Still somewhat hesitant, I gently slid a pair of earphones into my ears and pushed the play button. Huh? How did you... It's a real song. Oh, it's a real song! It's got lyrics and everything.
Tied up out your tongue.
This is a real song.
It could be tied up on your tongue. It could be locked up in your head. It could be on
This is the real good song.
it could be
Is it fading out? Okay. It kind of reminds me of the Red Ash song. Completely zoned out and forgot you were there. Kind of jumped a bit. Okay, it's repeating. How did you? It works. Mamiya, it works. The gentle hum of a song poured forth from the cassette player. A song I'd recorded with a person I used to. Oh, you're just somebody that I used. Being musically talented, he just made it up on the spot. The low voice of a young man intermingled with a boy's high soprano. Tears began rolling down my cheek. Where'd the third person come in though? I've wanted to listen to this for so long. Ah. As the harsh winter sky hung above and dried leaves danced in the wind, I stood on the couch and sang along with that familiar cassette player. It was certainly a little embarrassing, even more so because I wasn't exactly the best singer around, but still. It was one of the fondest memories of my life. I was happy. The boy's voice coming from the earphones actually sounded a lot better than I'd remembered. I too joined the song. I sang the whole thing through. Even after all these years, the lyrics had remained fresh in my mind. He was responsible for the chorus in the middle. That gentle, low voice I'd imagined time and time again in my mind. I loved how it turned slightly higher pitched whenever he sang. Just from the music alone, I could tell our eyes had met. This was the single most important thing in my life, something I would treasure to the day I died. Thank you, Mamiya. Thank you so much. I told you I'd have your back, that I'd always be on your side. After that, I ended up replaying the song more times than I could count. Calm down. Calm down. Be-dee-ba-dee-da-boo. Be-dee-ba-dee-ba-boo. Be-dee-ba-dee-da-boo. As soon as it ended, I rewound the tape and played it again from the beginning. That magical cassette tape held my undivided attention. I was completely enraptured. I knew that if I stopped paying attention to it, I wouldn't be able to hold it together. I kept my earphones on and I walked into the classroom. It made me indifferent to everyone's looks. I could focus on the music and nothing else. Mamiya was protecting me. The cassette tape felt oddly warm to the touch. That doesn't sound good. Might wanna... Hey! Hey! Take those damn things out. Ah! Come with me. You can have this. Morishika handed me some warm cocoa. He kept one eye on me while gulping down his coffee. The hell happened to you, man? Come on, talk to me. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm not blaming you for anything. Can I drink this cocoa? Sure. Cutting into Morishika's sentence, I drew the cup of warm cocoa to my lips. The taste was difficult to tell. Not the right button again? As I slowly looked to my side, my gaze met his. He widened his eyes, but waited for me to speak first. Morishika, I'd like to ask you for a favor. He actually smiled for once, as if he was trying his best to be considerate. Averting my gaze, I went on in a low voice. Introduce me to some girls. Oh, sure, no problem. Is that all? Relax, it'll go easy, especially for you. I know a babe or two that'd kill for. That's not what I meant. I want a girl who'd become sex friends with me. You said earlier that you knew a girl that was into guys like me. Hold up a sec, Tojo. I mean, we'd just be fooling around, you know? Everyone does it these days. Sorry, man, I can't do it. Why? 'Cause you're acting weird. Why? What's so weird about me? The rise in my voice startled a few nearby pigeons. The sound of their flapping wings as they fled interrupted us for a few minutes. Coo, 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 flutter, 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 flutter. I can do it. I mean, I want to. I want to have sex. Tojo. I can do it. I won't puke. Calm down, man. I've got to prove it. I mean, I'm a man. I can do it. I hung my head. My legs finally gave out, sending me to my knees. Morichika didn't say a thing. I could suddenly feel something cold against the back of my neck. It had begun to snow. The gently falling snowflakes draped our surroundings in a thin layer of white. You'll regret it. Morichika's voice descended upon me along with the snow. It sounded hoarse, almost like he was angry or about to cry. I don't care. I need this. The falling snow enveloped me, like that song by Ed Sheeran. What was I trying to prove here, and to whom? What on earth was I fighting against? My entire body was a mess. I could barely recognize myself. It made me wish that everything had ended on that snowy day. Things would have been easier that way. Ah. Ah. Ugh. All the onomatopoeias. Ever since then, I had cut off all contact with Morichika. I stopped answering calls and even blocked him on my phone. I didn't go to school either. It'd be yet another day of my parents not coming home from work. I holed myself up in my room, shut the curtains, and listened to the cassette tape. It was all I did. The water came to a boil. Whoosh. Its low rumble reminded me of the sound of an earthquake. Or that river I couldn't stand. Ah! Ooh, ah! I kept punching the wall, over and over again. My lips had long since lost all color from the amount of times I bit into them. Ah! I can't wait to have to not do this voice anymore. The hardness of the floor, what lay in the depths of the antlion's nest, the smell of dead fish, a place where my heart could feel at peace. I felt sleepy. Nothing had changed. I could no longer remember what my mom smelled like, or how tall my dad was. Hey, I did it. I finally did it. This should be enough, right? Hey, come on. Listen to me, jeez. I kept repeating it. I muttered it to myself, almost like in a state of delirium, as if nothing had happened. I knew I would fall apart otherwise, and I would no longer be able to maintain this delicate balance. I couldn't protect that simple, mundane love. I couldn't protect myself. Mamiya, tell me, what would you do if the world came to an end tomorrow? It was a silly conversation starter. Nothing more than pointless small talk. Most would eat their favorite food, buy all the things they'd ever wanted, or spend a usual day with their families. As for me, I'd go hang 10 and hit some gnarly waves. It was only meant to make you realize what truly mattered in life, and for me, that's the surf life. To make you appreciate your day just a teeny bit more. After all, No one had seen the world end yet. The music continued to play. Like a flowing river, I felt like the happiness had slipped through my fingers. Every new breath I drew was shorter than the last. Mamiya. Yes? Are you there? I am. You really did stay by my side until the very end, huh, bruh? You supported me when nobody else did, just like you promised. Are you done? Just a little more. I want to listen to it for just a while longer. I filled up the bathtub while the song continued to play. I started humming it by instinct. I kept on repeating it over and over again. It was a tiny, delicate thing I tried desperately to protect. Yet having broken away from even that, my soul now lingered in a limbo with nowhere to go. The tape continued to play its joyful melody, from a time when you still couldn't tell if I was a boy or a girl. I wanted to meet that old self of mine one last time, and once I did, I'd feel content. Thank you, Mamiya. I'm satisfied. I was boy enough, wasn't I? You were. You became what you had always wanted to be. I did. It's all fine then. Let us go now, Minato. To the infinite trichiliocosm, where Mamiya awaits. And so, with no one around to pay me even the slightest bit of attention, the river continued to flow uninterrupted, like it had done every day. Inside the dimly lit bathroom, Tojo Minato's face looked beyond peaceful. Tojo? Wait, is that his name? Hold on. Okay, that is his name. For a brief moment, I thought his name was Toho. Yet in sharp contrast with his expression, the blood gushing from his wrist painted the water a menacing hue of crimson. This should be the British man. Like the Japanese World War II Chancellor. Or like What's-Her-Face in the Netflix show. Whatever her name was. I don't even remember. I never watched it. I thought that's what I was assuming was going to happen. I thought maybe he might drown himself, but I was like, nah, that's too much work for him. I picked up the cassette tape by the bathtub and put on the earphones. After rewinding the tape until it clicked, I finally pressed the play button. Two drastically different points of view. What I heard was a distorted mess of noises, hardly even deserving to be called a song. Tojo Minato. Why? See, I don't understand what this is saying. The door to the institution has been unlocked. Press restart on the title screen. I don't know what this means. It happens every time. I don't know what that means. Hairdryer? You could. I don't know. So which one? Oh, he was the second one. Interesting. So he's number 2. Oh, okay, so this should be more Chica's. I wonder if that means that he's only going to have 7. If his story is next, I wonder if that means he'll only have 7. Because we got one of his CGs doing Minato's story. I guess call me next suicide. Like Bing. You know, I think one thing, the story was okay. I liked it more than Kato's. I liked it more than Kato's story. I didn't like Kato's that much. I thought it was... I don't know, I just didn't like Kato. I didn't like the characterization of Kato that much. I still like Rose the most, so far, out of all of them. I thought it was the most interesting. And it was the most mysterious. It's also the first one that we got. So I like it a lot. But out of the 3 so far, I would say that Minato's is my second favorite. I also didn't realize that he has heterochromia. It's not something like made very clear in his sprite, and you can hardly tell in the thing. This is about the only CG where you can tell that he has heterochromia. It's very hard to tell. Also, I'm glad that she is not a recurring character. I'm glad she was there for about 5 sentences and then she never showed up again. That was fun. This was a cool scene too. But from what I gather, there's the first half, which is Fall Down, which is what we're on. And then I assume once we get through all of the sections of Fall Down, which might just be these 4 dudes, we'll be able to get to Downfall, which is the second half of the game. So this is turning out to be a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. They tricked me. They tricked me. Who would have thought that by not having any voice acting and pretty much only having static images, that they were able to fit in a game this big in less than a gigabyte? Natsume died. We don't care. I do not care. Natsume died, so what? Okay, so last time I believe we took a seat close to the exit. I actually think I even made a save here. Gigabyte's pretty big, even with a lot of pictures and text. Yeah. I also wasn't sure if there was voice acting, and since there's not, definitely makes a lot of sense. I don't even remember. I think we did the right. We sat next to Ryo. We already established that. Oh. Yeah. Stay put. Don't move from where I am. Oh, wait. No, I didn't want to do this. I forgot. That was something that made me think it was... So... What happens if we go outside? Do we have to talk to Kato? I don't really want to talk to Kato. We already did that. Sit in the seat ahead. Ah, that was this one. No. Okay, so I'm gonna try. Let's try going outside. I'm gonna go outside again. I'm gonna hope that maybe we can somehow get something with more Chica. I don't know if we have to go into casually look around. Oh, a new one. Okay. Okay, so let's do this. You were singing a chant, weren't you? Aha! There we go. I probably could do the stay put thing, but the trenchcoat dude seems like he's pretty important to the story, and I don't want to do his section until I've done the 4 dudes here, because I feel like it'll somehow spoil something. So, I'm gonna try and do things in a theoretical order. I don't want to end up in a virtue/reward situation where by sheer coincidence I got an ending that I probably should have gotten way later on, right at the start, and so oh no, he's not talking. I'm embarrassed to admit that I tried joining in as well, but I couldn't really sing at all. So what? I only sang because I could. You're not a student, are you? What's your relationship with Natsume? He was... excuse me. An old acquaintance. When we were brats, he often got me to play with him after mass and shit. He eventually just stopped showing up, and that was that. I recently contacted his parents to hear how he's been holding up, and you get the picture. I see. I did meet him once after I grew up, though. He looked naive as always, and had that same goofy grin plastered all over his face. He grew up to be as tall as me, though. I honestly never thought I'd end up outliving him. Why the hell did you have to go? What? Why the hell did you have to go first? pretty used to tangoing with death, but I never expected I'd be the one left behind. Damn it. Don't fucking die before me. I'm really interested to see how this is gonna go. Because even though we just got characterization for Morichika, or I'm gonna call him Haruki now. Even though we got characterization for Haruki, the stories all seem to exist relatively separate from each other. So he could act completely different now. See, Natsume's really gone, is he? A bleak wintry sky stretched above. There was a brief clicking sound coming from my hands. My lighter would always fail me at times like this. Visibly frustrated, I finally got the flame up and moved it to my cig. I watched the smoke float through the cold night air. During the funeral, I abruptly remembered the way it would burn up and turn to ash. It finally hit me. Person died, huh? Damn, it's cold. I shrugged and was about to walk off to try and warm up my freezing body. When suddenly the phone slipped into my back pocket and began to vibrate. Was it Aya, Kyoko, Sayuri? Sayuri? What? Yeah. No. Yeah, I'm on my way. It didn't matter who it was. Seeking shelter from the cold, I silently resumed walking through the chilly streets of Tokyo. I doubted anyone else was looking forward to the end of the world as much as I did. My life had always felt like I'd been watching it in the third person, like a movie. If it were to end, I would want it to be a spectacle. The phone vibrating noise always reminds me of this one guy with the red hat, making that sound with his lips. Like a vocal trill. Nah. It's edited, but it looks hideous. Make it an ensemble cast work even. Something large scale that would downplay my personal pain. That way, I wouldn't have to bear the shivering on my own. Mamiya. The sound of a rolling film. The persistent noise of the projector. Sparse seats, lights near my feet. Mamiya. In this cold, clockwork town. Would you say it's orange? I kept on watching a long movie. Long movie. Sakeru, or no, Mamiya, long movie. Long man. Mamiya, queen. What? I put in your Discord and I think he's really only wearing a hat. That is pretty funny. What? Still feeling somewhat drowsy, I got up and noticed a wrapped piece of toast and some salad on the table. Salad for breakfast? After tearing off the wrapping, I jammed the toast in my mouth and picked up the note I found next to it. Put the key in the mailbox when you leave. The note also came with 3 10,000 yen notes. Ha, damn, she did say something about getting a raise, but still. You could tell there was no man living here. She was a total career woman. I switched on the TV. Some dudes were all getting worked up about a bunch of nonsense. Salad for breakfast, and holidays sit kinda hard though. The next on the list, Burger King foot lettuce. Good old salad. It reminds me of Noelle in Genshin. She's like, I love the satisfying salad. It's my favorite food. It's called the satisfying salad. You have to get up at like 12. You don't want to eat salad at 9 a.m.? 9 a.m. salad? I walked out in the hallway, but then immediately turned back after remembering that the bathroom was the other way. My clothes were strewn all over the floor near the entrance. I picked them up as I walked by. I washed my face, stretched my arms, and shaved my stubble for good measure. Once I was done, I grabbed a blue toothbrush and brushed my teeth too. Don't want to be nasty. There was also some hair wax in my pocket, so I used that to quickly style my do. Looking good. You know what he should have said instead? He should have said, smoking! Finally, I gave my 3 Yuki cheese a kiss and stuffed them into my pocket. What's up, Saito? How's it going? I'm doing good, man. Just look at these bills. Can't go wrong with the new ones, I'm telling ya. 9 AM salad people are the same people that use 2 chewing gums at once. Nice. Here's hoping you actually treat me to something today. Maybe next time. I exchanged a few words with an acquaintance and headed over to Machine. I wasn't gonna hold my breath. Saito was the kind of guy whose lucky break never came, so I was pretty sure there'd be no next time. And unlike the old man next to me, Lady Luck decided she wouldn't grace me with a smile either. Hell, not getting anything. Fuck this. I stormed out of the pachinko parlor and continued along the road with no particular destination in mind. Man, that 30k I got from Kyoko sure didn't last long. And I even wanted to get her something fancy if I won. Shark Tales? Will Smith fish? There's a call from Kyoko. She usually preferred sending texts though. Another night at her place? I could go for that. Yeah, Kyoko, when you wanna... Look, Haruki, don't take this personally, but I think we should stop seeing each other. Huh? Why? Something happened? Come on. I'll be dating one of my bosses at work, so I'm ending our relationship. Dang, he wasn't kidding when he said career woman. Huh? Is this some kind of joke? Anyway, now you know why I left you that 30,000 yen. Take care. Kyoko, wait. Hey, what is it, like their, what's it called? What's it called? The, prenup? God fucking damn it. Fucking hell. You gotta be shitting me. This had to be the worst fucking day of my life. I was gonna spend the night at Kyoko's, but I suddenly found myself with nowhere to go. What the hell was I supposed to do now? It's freezing my balls off, too. I just really scrolled through my list of contacts. If it was 30,000 yen, I'd say okay, but is 30,000 yen really that much? That's like what? $300? $300? $300, right? It's not a ton of money. Somewhere around there. Because, the 10 pull, the 10 pull in Grand Blue is 3,000 yen, and that's like 27 bucks or something. So it's somewhere around 300. Depends on the exchange rate. You sure the euro sign is yen? Yeah, 3,000 euros. 30,000 euros. That'd be a lot. Because that would be... Euros are around the same as the pound, isn't it? What's the euro at? It's basically at the dollar. 1 euro is $1.07, a bit less. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Not a noticeable amount more. 1 euro is $1.07. In my mind, that's pretty much the same. But I think the yen exchange rate is like... Chop off 2 zeros and then like take a little bit off. Well, let me... Japanese yen. So 30,000 yen would be... Oh, it's actually the exchange rate has not been kind. Oh, it just tanked recently. It tanked on the 30th. And it's been rising back up. The exchange rate has not been kind to the yen. 30,000 yen would be 200, basically 200 USD, which would probably put it at around somewhere like what, like 190 euros? That's a lot less than I thought it was. Let's go exchange rate. Let's go, baby. Maybe Grand Blue will finally be less expensive. Erica got back with her boyfriend, so that wouldn't work. Shiori left on an overseas business trip. And Chiaki was still hospitalized. Chiaki Nanami? Hospitalized? The ultimate gamer girl? Can't believe this. After scrolling through half my contacts, a certain name caught my eye. Natsume. That was the name of the guy whose funeral I attended the other day. We exchanged numbers ages ago, but never actually called each other. Fuck this. I've been meaning to delete the number, but couldn't bring myself to do it for some reason. 1 Serbian dinar is 1.37 yen. That's not good. Depends on who you're asking. Even though I was pretty sure I'd never dial it. I mean, you can't dial it now. He's dead. You're gonna get connected to some random person, and they're gonna be like, "Hello," and you're gonna be like, "Is this Natsumi?" And they're like, "No, who's Natsumi?" And I'm like, "Don't worry, he's dead." And they'd be like, "What?" Probably even the servers will tell you it's not good. I was even surer now. What's Argentina's thing at? While we're talking about this. How's the peso? How's the Argentinian peso go? Oh, look at them. Look at them. That's unfortunate timing. Right around the time Hamas attacked, the Argentinian peso spiked in value. It went from being worth $0.0029 to being $0.0029. Well, actually, no, it didn't actually go from that. It went from being worth about $0.002855 US dollars to being $0.002887 US dollars. And then the next day it crashed again, and then it went back up, and then it peaked, and then it crashed again. So, not looking good. Not looking good. That is a tenth. That's a cent. It's a tenth. So 1 Argentinian peso. It's like a little disco. It is. 1 Argentinian peso is currently worth about 3/10 of a cent. It's worth 2/1000 of a dollar, with a 9 afterwards. I think it's about 3/10 of a cent. So 30,000 Argentinian pesos would be $85. Huh? Baffling enough, my hand just refused to press the delete button. What was even the point of keeping that dead guy's number? If someone donated someone else 1 Argentinian peso, wouldn't the transaction fee be higher than the value? Probably. Probably, especially depending on who it is. I think most services charge a flat fee or a percentage, and usually it's whichever one's higher. Some of them do whichever one's lower. Sometimes it depends on what it is. I believe Stream Elements does whichever one is lower up into a cap. Sometimes it's whichever one's lower up until a cap. Like, it'll charge one or the other up until a certain point. That might cap it what the flat fee of $3 is, or $3.50 or $5, whatever it is. But yeah, processing fee would be something. Even after all that, still couldn't believe what I was doing. Natsumi's number. A number I'd never called before. I knew he wouldn't pick up, but that didn't stop me from pressing the button and calling him anyway. How's it gotten into me? What's the cap supposed to be? 50 peso cents? I didn't know. I think the Stream Elements thing, this might be Twitch, I don't remember. One of them, I believe, is 3.5% of the withdrawal, or $5, whichever one is smaller. Do these heavily inflated currencies even have a smaller unit like cents? That's a good point. There are a lot of currencies that don't have like different denominations the way the dollar has cents, and like the euro and stuff like that, and the pounds. Like, for instance, the yen and the won and stuff like that don't have cents. There's no like cents in Japan. You just have like 1 yen, 2 yen, 3 yen, like 10, 1, 10, 100, stuff like that. So it's just but in a way, it's just a different way of measuring currency, because you could just say that Japan having the yen is like if the Americans, like if we measured all of our currency in cents. So instead of calling it a $1 bill, we called it a 100-cent bill. So I guess it's all about like convenience and how you want to group things. Dude's already kicked the bucket. There's no way he's gonna pick up. Hello? For the yen to be practical anyway, it has to be heavily inflated, for our standards at least. Yeah. They just have crazy... They just measure things, right? Because, like 30,000 yen, the three 10,000 yen bills would instead just be like, in America, that would just be three $100 bills. If you were to do like a 1-to-1 conversion of the bills. Then they're doing fine. Yeah. Unlike Argentina. 4 types of economies in the world. Growing economies, declining economies, Argentina and Japan. What the actual fuck? My heart skipped a beat when I heard the voice of an actual human being from the other end of the line. It didn't really sound like Natsumi though. Hello? Hello. Hello, governor. The person on the other end seemed to gasp. I believe you've called the wrong number. This phone used to belong to a person named Natsumi and... I know. Huh? And you are... Where are you? Is this a prank call? I'll hang up if it is. Steadily getting closer to 50,000 channel points. Nice. There isn't anything... You know what I could do? I could totally rig that if you wanted. I could totally rig that for you if you wanted. I got 236,000 channel points that I could dump on somebody through a series of convoluted Twitch features. I'm Natsumi's acquaintance. You knew him too, didn't you? I did, yes. I want to meet you. There's something I gotta tell you. Is it related to Natsumi? Yeah. I just made up shit as I went along. I actually had nothing to say about Natsumi, but I wasn't completely full of shit. Not sure about this, this sounds like money laundering, but it's not real money. No, basically, I've got a bot that monitors... Not like a bot, but I have an alt that monitors the stream. And so, since that is always on like every single stream, it's constantly collecting channel points for like forever. So it just has tons of channel points. And I never use them for anything because it's me. You'd be like, yeah, it's not real money. Tell that to the cops. Your Honor, I promise. It's not real money. You can get them with money, but it's not real money. Like all the people who were laundering money by buying Twitch subs. Remember when that was that was happening like every week? I remember that. They arrested a bunch of people too. There were a bunch of people in Turkey that got arrested because they were laundering money through Twitch subs. For one, I was genuinely curious about meeting whoever this was. After all, not everyone would just pick up the phone of a dead guy. Where are you now? In Tokyo. Akihabara, to be specific. Akihabara? That wasn't too far. Gotcha. I'm on my way there. I'm on my way there now. Huh? Are you serious? Dead. You know where Akihabara Station's 5th exit is? I think nowadays they're laundering money through making terrible movies. I mean, they make a net loss, but at least it's clean money. Have you ever heard of The Producers? Have you ever heard of The Producers starring, was that Mel Blanc? Mel Blanc, right? That was The Producers, right? Or was that... It was one of the Mels. No? Mel Blanc. Wait, The Producers. Oh no, that was Mel Brooks. See, the problem is, there's Mel Blanc, who's the voice of Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck and Looney Tunes, and there's Mel Gibson with The Passion of Christ, and there's also Mel Brooks. There's too many Mels. The Producers, it's a movie from 1967. It's about this theater producer and his accountant who plan to sell interest in a stage musical that they designed to fail. However, it ends up being like an amazing critical success. Is Mel short for melon? We'll never know. But yeah, the producers, they remade it in like 2012 or something. But the 1967 one is really funny, and it basically works around this fact where these two guys like oversell interests to a musical that they're writing, and then they find a script celebrating like Hitler and the Nazis, and they're like, "This will be perfect. This if we make a musical about Hitler, it's guaranteed to bomb, and we'll make tons of money." But then somehow it like ends up being like a hit commercial success in the movie, and then they get taken in for fraud. It's really funny. It's really funny. But then in prison, they start the whole thing up again by they start like a film, like a theater club or something in prison, and they're like, "We're gonna create another hit musical." It's a really funny movie. It's got one of the most iconic scenes in film, where they have a bunch of dudes in SS uniforms, like dancing on stage, and one of the guys says, "Now don't be dumb, be a smarty, come and join the Nazi party." It's just such a wild film. It's such a wild film. The musical that they make inside of the film is called Springtime for Hitler, a gay romp with Adolf and Eva at Berchtesgaden, or whatever. Yeah. It's such a funny movie. It's such a it's such an unhinged movie. The producers by Mel Brooks. I'll be there by 6. Wait. For the first time in ages, I was getting genuinely excited. Phew. My heart was beating like a jackhammer. I felt positively intoxicated by the thrill of the unknown. It reminded me of a story about a treasure island I'd heard from someone a long time ago. Treasure Island? For once, I was actually punctual and made it to our meeting place on time. I'll put it on the blackboard of movies to watch. And for once, this is where I'm going to save. You thought we were actually going to find out who this person was. But I'm saying no. I'm saying no. What better cliffhanger than him just about to meet this mystery person on the phone? Dun dun dun! I'm going to cut today's stream short today. There will be no stream tomorrow. And I lost track of what happened here. We switched stories too, so I'm not that shocked. Yeah, we switched stories too. But there won't be a stream tomorrow. Excuse me. And there won't be a stream on Sunday either. Not that there usually is. Also, just so everybody is aware, tomorrow, well, technically, I think it's like 2 a.m. on Sunday morning, but for all intents and purposes, tomorrow night, Saturday night, the US decides they're going to go back on normal time, and so we will be back on Eastern Standard Time. So we will be going from Eastern Daylight Time, which is what we're on currently, to Eastern Standard Time, meaning that all the clocks are going to be rolled back an hour. So the stream schedules will be kind of funky for like everybody else in the world, happen 1 week apart from each other. Did the one in Europe happen last week? The one in the US used to happen, I think, at the same time that Europe did, but a while back they changed it to be a week later. Yeah, okay, yeah. They used to be the same time, but a while back, they changed when the shift actually happens. They moved everything back a week. For some reason unknown to me. But yeah. So we'll be back on standard time, and that might mess some people up. Might not, depends. But I just thought I'd let people know that The next stream, most likely the next stream to happen, will occur back on standard time. So, just be aware of that. I don't know when, and I can't ever be bothered to convert that into what the time it was and what time it will be. I'm gonna look at the clock and I'm gonna say this is the time that I normally stream, and then I'm gonna stream. So we can have fun with that. Let's see. Daylight savings time. Isn't there? I think there's one state and the one county in the US that doesn't do savings time. This is the time, this is the place. Yeah. Yeah. About 3 hours from now. It's always somewhere around 2:30, 3:30 of whatever the time is. Somewhere around there. Whatever that is in the time where you are. Something like that. But yeah. Then we have to go through the pain of losing that hour in the spring. But that's for future me to be sad about. Current me can be happy that there's now more time in the day. Or at least for that one day, and then it'll just be normal time. But yeah. I am going to call the stream here. Let's see.
Immature.
Heartless. Even so, you can still be beautiful. Doon 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 doon. No destiny, nothing but unworthy.
If it's just like this,
It'll be fine.
If we just
Talk like this here all the time. As only love and words. So sick of it. Where do I draw the line? Deja vu. What has our relationship come to? Your selfishness is only grew. Tell me what more can you do? What? Really care nor mind that egotistic part of you. About time change. It's an old people humor. I got fun. Mom memes are the best. I hate it when you're being unclear. Tell me, even if you say or do whatever, even if you love me for forever, why say it? Why lie and be a bigger hypocrite? Those words that only hurt me, deceive me, impair me. How many things are you just going to say? What else is in here? What else is in here? Dawn and Firefly in the Discord again. It's pretty funny. Crying for rain. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Didn't even get it at first. Just randomly out of nowhere. So show me these words that only something, yeah, something. The Yeehaw Fake-A-Roki playlist. I forgot about this. Floating up so high in the sky was a moon that drifted like it was floating by. What? At the bus stop as I was glancing up, the you as you were had again resurfaced in my mind. Do 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 do. It's fine. Do 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 do. Tori and thin wispy clouds. Summer scents caress me and linger even now, standing on my toes, looking tall, although I know before long I will grow. Tired playing, we took a little break. Out behind the bus stop, the day was growing late. Even if these days end up ending soon, I'm sure I'll still remember you.
までほら背伸びしたままで遊び疲れたら
Out behind the bus stop, the day was growing late. Even if these days end up ending soon, I'm sure I'll still remember you. Slowly growing up, looking down, I never realized Kimi ga poketo ni yoni ga saku. Where are we?
口に出せないなら僕は一人だそれでいいからもう諦めてる
It's fun. Not to be a what? To be kawaii takumo. ゆすら不明錆びた部屋敷記憶の中はいつも夏の匂いがする I forgot he does something weird like that. Can't make you feel a thing. Oh wait, no. Making memories don't mean a single goddamn thing. I was so naive as I was back then. I didn't say anything. 絶えず君の意向記憶に夏の石一つ映ってたわ大人になって追いつけないただ君に晴れ口に出せないまま坂を登った僕らの影に夜が咲いてく Now I gotta think really hard about which verse this is. Slowly growing up, looking down, I never realized Kimi no bouquet dead and blooming in your smile. I couldn't find the words, so in silence up the hill we climb. If that's the case, then that's fine. I've just been chewing your memories this entire time. Okay. What's gonna be next in the playlist? Oh no, I don't want to play that. I do not want to play Porter Robinson. No Porter Robinson today. No Porter Robinson. What else is in here? Oh, Kesha. Kesha. Isn't this an awful key? Yeah. Stand there with my mouth hanging wide. That's why. Ugh. That's why. Okay. This is where I'm ending the stream. Thank you all for watching. We got more. That was very loud in my headphones. We got more CGs. We finished the gnarly bro part. Minato only slightly had the police on him for hooking up with a 15-year-old girl in a club. So you know. Nice job, Minato. You played yourself. And now we're on to Haruki. So that'll be cool. And then hopefully after that, I'll just go for the British dude who shows up at the end of each of these stories, and that'll be enough to get us into the second part of the game. So in the meantime, I could just not play this game for like 2 months and then forget everything that happened. Very real possibility. But thank you all for watching. I will see you all sometime next week. Hopefully no stream tomorrow, no stream Sunday. America's back on standard time after tomorrow, so that'll be fun. Also, I'm gonna do the Nikkei stuff. I'm just gonna skip the story. I'm gonna do the stages to get my dailies done, and then I might rewatch them later. I might just post my reaction, not like a reaction, just like what I think about it on like Twitter or something, or maybe it'll just be in Discord. Who knows? Anyway, thank you all for watching. I will see you all hopefully soon next week. Bye. Quick. Close all the programs. Close all the programs. Close the game. Close everything. Unplug everything. Turn out the lights. Guerrilla radio. Isn't that what they say? Isn't that what the song says? Turn off the lights, Guerrilla radio. Am I misremembering that? What if Guerrilla radio wasn't Guerrilla radio? What if it was Guerrilla radio, like radio for gorillas? You know? What if that's what they meant by Guerrilla radio? Wouldn't that be a twist?